What's up, guys? It's D Brown with Trackheads, and I'd like to welcome you to a Trackheads episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the prediction video that I gave you guys for the 100-meter dash for the men. I did that at location at the World Championships, you know what I mean? And it was such a great experience, and I was actually right. I guessed that Fred Curley would win. I also guessed that Christian Coleman would not medal because of his last 30. I think I got that right on the money, you know what I mean? Got that right on the money. I just, that's what happens when you know if you know what I mean? So for this 200, I'm going to make another prediction for these World Championships, okay? So right now, is the semifinals just passed yesterday. This is the day of the race. I think it's supposed to happen around 10 o'clock. If I'm accurate, I believe it is. So I'm going to guess the men's 200-meter dash. First and foremost, I think it's going to be, of course, the top three. I think it's going to be Noah Lyles. It's going to be Arian Knighton, and I think it's going to be Kenny Bednarek. That's what I think the top three is going to be. If I were to be really specific, I think Noah Lyles is going to run away with this one. It's going to be close, but I think I think that last 20 meters is going to be tricky. Unless Arian Knighton pulls out like a 19-1 or something crazy like that, I think it's going to be Noah Lyles. He's been showing tremendous speed endurance, and he's been getting better and better on the curve. I think Arian Knighton has been setting up his race pretty well, but we really have to see how he finishes. It's going to be very interesting to see how he finishes in the last 20 to 30 meters. I think it's going to get that close. I think Kenny Bednarek is possibly going to get third. I think if there's two athletes that's going to upset, though, I think it's going to be Jareem Richards as well as Fambule. I think that's how you say his last name, from Liberia, who runs for University of Florida. Like I said, I think those last 20 to 30 meters is going to be pretty interesting. I think Noah Lyles and Arian Knighton are way too fast, especially Kenny Bednarek, are way too fast on the curve to be really victims of Fambule's speed endurance towards the end. I think if anyone's going to be victimized by it, it's going to be Jareem Richards, and it's going to be Kenny Bednarek if he fades. But he's not really known to fade because he has a good 400-meter base under him. So like I said, I'm going to double down. It's going to be Noah Lyles. It's going to be Arian Knighton. And I think Kenny Bednarek. If for some reason Kenny Bednarek has issues, it's going to be Jareem Richards. If for some reason Jareem Richards has issues, it's going to be Fambule. Right? It's going to be a really tight race. I think majority, probably everyone but one person is going to go into 20 seconds in this race. They had a day to recover. I'm sure they did a bunch of recovery. Low-key, I had Fred Curley being somewhere in there. I was really waiting for him to pop off something like a 19.5, with his kind of speed endurance. But, his quad is giving him some issue. I think it's really the way he runs the turn that, his quad has been susceptible to injury. But like I said, the way Noah Lyles has been running these 19.6s very easily, you wouldn't think that his PR is a 19.5. I just hope, I think they set him up really well where even though he ran 19.6, it's not going to take away from his finals performance because he ran, he had a day in between to kind of rest up and relax. Everyone who pretty much made the finals didn't run the 100. Very, very important. We have no DeGrasse in it. So DeGrasse isn't in shape to really run the 200 like that. He didn't break 10 seconds this year at all. So his speed endurance isn't where it's supposed to be. And no one really in this race comes to mind. There's no Johan Blake. There's a South African who did pretty well. I forgot his name, but he ran 19.8 this year. He may do well. I have him coming in like 6th or 7th. But like I said, I think the main three are there, and then we have the two that can possibly upset. But other than that, I think it's just going to be a really fun race to watch. Really a testament to just the importance of speed endurance when it comes to these 200s. It's not so, it's not about necessarily putting yourself in a position at the 150. You have to run the entire 200, all the way to 200. Not 198, not 199, all the way to 200. So I think it's going to be a really close race, but I have Noah Lyles, Arian Knighton, possibly a U.S. sweep of Kenny Bednarek, upsetting. And anyone that can upset is probably going to be Fambule or Jareem Richards, especially with his 44.5 or 44.4 that he posted in the 400 this year. Jareem Richards really has that speed endurance. So really looking forward